I'm an aging rocker and I've just been sitting here looking around my world. And there's something missing, so I've got to ask, where are all the girls? When I look around me, I see memorabilia strung along the walls like pearls. Old guitars and photographs, where are all the girls? I can lose myself in a sultry perfume. I can feel the silken curls. But open up my eyes again, where are all the girls? The hand of fate points into a void, into which it hurls. Hearts once loved, bodies enjoyed, where are all the girls? To the smoky past will I hearken back, and once more my banner unfurls. All my youth restored to me, where are all the girls? My world revolves around the majorette, like that little baton she twirls. The parade long past, I stand watching yet, where are all the girls? Baby, take a trip around my denim hips. Take a chance, baby, give it a whirl. I've been sitting here, hardly tasting my beer, where are all the girls? 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 Thank you. Thanks. Thank you very much. What happens is I'll write a song, and then I've got the words written down, but I never write down the music, so if I don't play the song a bunch of times, I forget the music. So then they become this, it's kind of like a poem. This here is called Dead Man's Revenge. It says, you look like a girl I used to know when I was just 21. She didn't love me, she said she did, but she was just having fun. Then on a winter day she left with my closest friend. I was bereft. Been 30 years, give or take, since I was just 21, and for 30 years I've been taking my revenge, and I hope she's learned her lesson. I guess I should have just killed her then, because I've been killing her ever since with London gin and an army of girlfriends, and the last time I looked in on her, boy, I thought I had her done. Thanks a lot. There's a wave coming, rolling in toward the shore. There's a hawk full of emptiness circling around my heart. I have been to the edge and I have looked into the abyss, and everything is there. Oh, what kind of world is this? There's a tear in my eye gonna roll around the world. There's a sound in the air gonna drift into my ear. I have been to the edge and I have looked into the abyss, and it gave me hope. Oh, my eyes, no madness. There's a break in my voice, it's an echo from my heart. And the ages have a face, and it beckons me on ahead. I have been to the edge and I have looked into the abyss, and I am living out my days on the precipice. I once sang a song just to make a girl cry. Don't ask me why, I could not tell you why, except just to say it was better than hitting her, slapping her, pinching her, punching her, kicking her. Oh, oh, baby, cry, cry. "15 years later, you call me up and I don't have to wonder what for. The mood simply descends upon you and you want to mess up my life some more. Well, I'd rather be scalped and crucified than to let you through my door. I'm married now, and this time I'm staying that way, you big, beautiful, vicious whore." Kind of a love song here. By the way, you can keep the antiques, the Victorian chairs and settee. You can keep the rosewood bedroom set and all the money you stole from me. You can even keep the hand-woven camel hair rug that my old man brought back from Egypt. 1965 it was, but go on, you can keep it. It took me years of looking before I could finally see. You're a thief and a liar, girl. Federal politician's what you ought to be. Then you could have screwed whole nations instead of just picking on me. You missed your calling. That's too bad. Better luck next time, maybe. And yes, there will always be a place in my heart for you. It's a dungeon in a sub-basement. In a sub-basement, with no windows and nothing to do. It's freezing cold and cramped even for one, not big enough for two. You're better off on the outside, darling. Hang up, and I will too. See, I could keep you locked up way down there and make love to my wife while you scream. And now and then drag you out by the hair and make you pose for songs like these. But I would rather drink a cup of sand, girl, than to have you soil my dreams. I purge myself of you. Go away. Don't make a scene. I raise this cup of sand to all the ageless miseries. I drink this cup of sand to all the pageless histories. I piss this cup of sand upon the grave of memories, and I pass this empty cup of sand to generations after me. I release you, so go on now, go. I release you, so go on now, go. You're free to walk the face of this earth, let fall the chains of woe. I release you, so go on now, go. Have I said my piece, made my peace? Or am I sorry for talking to you this way? Well, there is one more thing, not just to you, but to everybody I'd like to say. A little piece of advice that finally came to me after another all-nighter. Be careful who you betray. It might be a songwriter. I stand before you in all my idiocy. I know I reek with the madness of the lonely. I feel no shame for my simplicity. I'll stand before you until you see me. The biggest thrill that I can get these days, next to when my peers applaud, is when I meet myself face to face. I get a feeling like I'm touching God. How'd I get past it, baby? How'd I get through? How in the world did I arrive at now? There was a formula I never knew. I guess I bluffed my way through somehow. And now I stand before you in all my invisibility, my shimmering faith, my power, and my fear. For it is you who is creating me. And if you stop, then I will disappear. I was born on the strip, alone in the rain. Saw a hubcap in the gutter beside a bloodied up shirt. I know the strip never ends, but I'm looking just the same. For Cinderella Dodge, I think the driver's been hurt. Honey, yes, it's you and you alone I wanna kiss. Wanna love you like a bullet that'll never dislodge. But do you feel it like I do? Can you sing it like this? Most of all I wanna find that Cinderella Dodge. Well, I'm cursed with a vision, haunts me like a ghost. Somewhere somebody's hurt and I'm the only one that knows. I was walking and digging the romance of the street when I saw that chrome slipper lying at my feet. Honey, yes, it's you and you alone I wanna kiss. Wanna love you like a bullet that'll never dislodge. But do you feel it like I do? Can you sing it like this? Most of all I wanna find that Cinderella Dodge. Yeah, I'm cursed with a vision, it sets me apart. Cost me friends, cost me money, cost me love and broke my heart. I need a break, I've seen enough, I'm getting old before my time. Man, I'm dying of old age and all my peers are in their prime. Honey, yes, it's you and you alone I wanna kiss. Wanna love you like a bullet that'll never dislodge. But do you feel it like I do? Can you sing it like this? Most of all I wanna find that Cinderella Dodge. Well, if you wanna be my girl, then you gotta understand. Or go on uptown and find a regular fella. 'Cause I walk along the strip with a hubcap in my hand, asking people that I meet if they've seen Cinderella. I'm no madman, baby, just cursed with a vision. And I can show you a dream, I can give you a cause. And I'll love you with calculated precision. If you come and help me find that Cinderella Dodge. Honey, yes, it's you and you alone I wanna kiss. Wanna love you like a bullet that'll never dislodge. But do you feel it like I do? Can you sing it like this? Most of all I wanna find that Cinderella Dodge. Well, I do want you do, want you do, what? But most of all I wanna find that Cinderella Dodge. I do want you do, want you do, what? But most of all I wanna find that Cinderella Dodge. Most of all I wanna find that Cinderella Dodge. Most of all I wanna find that Cinderella Dodge. Most of all I wanna find that Cinderella Dodge. Oh, oh, oh. Thank you. Thanks very much. Cinderella Dodge. Right at the moment when, all the horns begin to ringing, and the bells begin to blowing, and the drums all start to twanging, and the guitars get to rolling, and the street lamps is all spicy, and the wind is shining brightly, and somewhere some kids start barking, and somewhere some dogs start laughing. And the mountains are flowing downstream, and the rivers, they just stand there while the lightning begins dripping and the rain is brightly flashing. And Joan Baez gets all peevish while Bob Dylan starts to sing. And someone flushes the telephone, and the toilet begins to ring, and my cigarette starts to water, and my eyes begin to smoke, and all the doors just stand there, but all the walls start slamming, and the TV starts to skip, and the record player plays a test pattern, and star fruits, watermelons, and passion fruits, cantaloupe. Right then, right at that moment, that is the moment when the ice age hits, and everything is frozen. It stays that way for 1,000,000 years. But at the end of 1,000,000 years, it all melts. And all the horns begin to ringing, and the bells begin to blowing, and the drummer takes a lead solo while the guitars keep the beat. And the warm and spicy street lamps and the brightly shining wind and the barking of the children set the dogs to laughing, and the mountains continue flowing down the tall and stately rivers, and the lightning comes down in buckets through searing flashes of rain, and Joan Baez does her helplessly sweet imitation of an ever peevish Bob, and no one ever did answer the telephone, or the toilet, I say, and at least the telephone stopped flushing, and my cigarette is still smoking, and it's making my eyes water, and somewhere I hear a door slam, and I look around at the walls, and there's a test pattern on the TV. The record player is skipping. Someone asks me if I prefer watermelon or cantaloupe, and I answer, what? I mean, what? Now, what's art but if we don't take a few chances here and there? Anyway, that's right there. That's the original handwritten lyric to that piece that I just read. We'll auction that off. Someone give the folks here. I'm not supposed to make any money tonight. You give it to the hall. You give them $5 and that's yours. Now here's a piece of lyric. There's the original handwritten lyric on the back of a PharmaSave receipt. It's even got the date on it. It's 1998. And I still figure someday I'm going to use this because it could make a really good song. But I have to write some music for it because I wrote it behind the wheel of the car. I was driving through the Kootenays. I don't know where I was, but I never had a chance to play it, and then I forgot about it. But it would be a pop song, and it's called She's a Liar. And it goes like this. If she tells you I'm a cheater, if she says I ever beat her, she's a liar. If she says I left her stranded, if she calls me underhanded, she's a liar. And now dig this chorus. It says here, dirty, low-down, rotten liar, filthy, stinking, lousy liar. Now, is that a good chorus? If she plays the perfect lady, says she never did betray me, she's a liar. And now we're back to this chorus. Dirty, low-down, rotten liar, filthy, lousy, stinking liar. I don't know, man. That's poetry to me. Some words are music, hard words are stones, better for paving than throwing. Where the lonely go, you should never know. You should never go where the lonely go. Darling, stay with me. Come away with me. End your days with me. Darling, stay with me. We'll live forever in works of art, and we will never be apart. Sometimes I wonder, sometimes I know where the lonely go. Darling, stay with me. Come away with me. End your days with me. Darling, stay with me. We'll live forever in works of art, and we will never be apart. Sometimes I wonder, sometimes I know where the lonely go. Yes, I know where the lonely go. I went there years ago. It's just a stone's throw. Well, thank you very much. How about we take a break, have a glass of wine, and then if anybody's up for it, I'll do another set. Sound good? Okay. Well, it's true that I have a reputation for being a ladies' man, and I honestly couldn't tell you, Josie, where such a rumor began. Now they're looking for us all over the second floor, and we're hiding up here on 3. And was it something in those rumors you heard that made you want to hide here with me? Well, I can count on the fingers of one hand the women I've taken to bed, and I can count on the fingers of the other times I've been turned down instead. And I can tell you, Josie, 'cause I was there, the girls were never greatly impressed, 'cause I'm just not one of those guys who seems somehow naturally blessed. Now a moment ago I heard voices, and there's footsteps coming up the back stairs. So I got this favor to ask you, though I don't know why you would care. But sometimes a man's reputation is just about all he's got left. So would you do this one thing for me? For I am otherwise bereft. Josie, untuck your shirt, present a disheveled state. We'll both mess up our hair, and when they find us, Josie, tell them all, it was great. Thank you. I'm going down to the government store. Oh, just so that you know, when this was written, I wrote this in about 1994, 95. And back then, in BC, you couldn't buy liquor anywhere except a government liquor store. See, things are changing now, but back then, you had to go to a government liquor store to get liquor. I'm going down to the government store, get a bottle of painkiller. Feeling better already. Down at the government store, there's a bottle of painkiller, got my name on it. I am hurting, and I want my painkiller. And then it says here I'm supposed to give like a falsetto cry, I guess to show how much I'm hurting. Down at the government store, they sell painkiller, and that's all they sell. They dish out the pain for free, and then they sell you that painkiller. I wish I'd thought of that. Here's another one. Someone give these folks $5 and you can have that one there. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing here. This here is a song. I haven't played this song in years. So I might have to fumble around with the chords a little bit. The last time you seen me, baby, was in L.A. I had my own rock and roll band and all that lovely hair. But these days, every time that I get up to play, I'm standing all alone in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, and just in case you're wondering, baby, no, I'm sure you're not. Yeah, but just in case you are, well, yes, I'm still a fool. The dumb Canuck, the backwoods rube, the image that I fought by trying so hard to impress that town, pretending I had got so cool. But all that cool didn't get me nowhere, 'cause underneath all of that hair was just some bonehead trying to bust loose. And when I look back, all there are, see a couple of out-of-tune guitars and a pair of aces looking like a deuce. Like a deuce. Now the last time I seen you, baby, you were walking away. As always, just about busting out of that dress. That whole big city opened up for you that day. And where you are now, I can only guess. And just in case you're wondering, baby, though I'm sure you're not, yeah, but just in case you are, yes, I'm still a fool. The dumb Canuck, the backwoods rube, the image that I fought by trying so hard to impress that town, pretending I had got so cool. And when I know, but all that cool didn't get me nowhere, 'cause underneath all of that hair was just some bonehead trying to bust loose. And when I look back at that day, I know you'll laugh to hear me say it. Oh, but I could not take my eyes off your caboose. Your caboose. Oh, now the last time we saw us, baby, would you say that you were crying and I was turning to stone? Well, that may be, but I prefer to look way back to that night out on the highway, or when we pulled over and stopped for a little kiss up in Mountain Air, New Mexico. And just in case you're wondering, baby, though I'm sure you're not, yeah, but just in case you are, yes, I'm still a fool. The dumb Canuck, the backwoods rube, the image that I fought by trying so hard to impress that town, pretending I had got so cool. Oh, when I look back, oh no, but all that cool didn't get me nowhere, 'cause underneath all of that hair is just some bonehead trying to bust loose. Here we go. And when I look back, all I see is the hole you left in me. And wouldn't you know, fits me like a noose, like a noose, like a noose. Still a fool. Thank you. You're too good to me. I got to stay away from the falsetto tonight. Come in, sit down, shut up, have a drink, listen to me. There once was a pop star, nice voice, pretty face. Women were falling all over the place. 22 virile record sales were stellar. Hip, savvy, rich like a Rockefeller. There once was a rich and magnificent pop star. The girls called him Daddy and Darling and Rock Star and Angel and Baby and Sweetie and Cream Puff, and they did things for him most guys only dream of. He never paid for nothing, just signed his name. Everybody loved him and he loved the fame. He charmed the rich ladies and the talk show announcers and the press, the politicians, the cops, and the bouncers. He wore wigs and makeup. He was an expert disguiser. He could walk right down Main Street and no one the wiser. He got chauffeured around in them stretch limousines, and he never wore nothing but T-shirts and blue jeans. There once was a pop star, nice voice, pretty face. Was always on the move, never stayed in one place. He grew up in the country, and then he lived in the big town, flew around in jet planes. Hell, he hardly ever touched down. Wrote his first song when he was 15, and by the time he was 20, there was no place he hadn't been. Went right to the top, and then he quit for no reason. Hey, was that you, Pop? Hell, that was never me, son. Come in, sit down, shut up, have a drink, listen to me. If you want it, there it is, $5. This town, been the scene of the crime, gonna tear it down, baby, brick at a time. This town, been a break in my heart, gonna tear it down, baby, take it apart. This town got a lie on its lips, gonna tear it down from the sign to the strip. This town gonna listen to me. I'm gonna bring it down, baby, to its knees, because I just don't get it. I just don't see why a guy can only be real in a movie. If you're settled in and you have a drink, there's one tale yet untold. The story could be called, I think, a romance of the road. It begins not in any place, but rather in a time when freedom showed on every face and people spoke in rhyme. 10 pennies bought your Java, refills all were free, and the poet's ink like lava flowed from 3 o'clock till 3. And revolution was the word the poet's rhyming spun, and all who spoke and all who heard were heroes, every one. And love was never just a thing you read about in books. And love was never just a thing you based on someone's looks. Love was like a plant that grew, you gave it to your friends. Yes, love was like a chant we knew, the revolution's end. The revolution's end. The mystics played by candlelight with instruments of fate and stretched their fingers toward the night and wrote on it like slate. Of all the hearts that youthful glowed, inquisitive and proud, of all the hair that silken flowed across the elfin brow. And all the patched and mended jeans and all the beads and rings, the crazy bright and colorful scenes, they wrote of many things. The poets and the mystics, the unexpected race of patched and mended misfits transcending time and place. They slipped through some unguarded gap and inside the fortress landed and caught the whole world taking a nap and shook the pillars barehanded. They gave out futures like kisses. They tossed them into the street. They wore them loosely upon their wrists and clad them upon their feet. But feet take roads, and roads take ways that few can well foresee. And so it is these times became a page in history. For it was roads that led those gnomes into the worldly distance, to learn their trades and build their homes, pay for their existence. And of all the futures they foretold, they chose their own for keeping. And all who yet maintain their hold can dream them while they're sleeping. And it will be roads that bring them back amongst their ageless friends, to slip through some unguarded crack. Poets and mystics again. Poets and mystics. And love is never just a thing you read about in books. And love is never just a thing you base on someone's looks. No, love is like a plant that grows. You give it to your friends. Yeah, love is like a chant we know, the revolution's end. The revolution's end. Love is the revolution's end. Now, that was the typewritten version that I have to keep. This one here was the one that I used to take on the road with me. It's handwritten, but it's not the original. Because this one here is the original, because you can tell because it's way messier. $5. Got my first taste of blood. Got my first taste of blood. Got my first taste of blood and it was good. Like a hand on the sand. Like a hand on the sand. Like a hand on the sand, I was hell-bent. I was just a boy. I was just a boy. I was just a boy with a new toy. Tried a lot of different tricks. Tried a lot of different tricks. Tried a lot of different tricks just to get a fix. Well, friends, I have decided. Oh, this has got the chords written down too. I could I could try playing this. Well, friends, I have decided. I'm laying off the booze. I've learned my lesson from indiscretions brought on by lonely blues. Waking up in the morning with something that barks. Waking up in the morning with something that moves. It's more than I can take. That's why I'm laying off the booze. Oh yeah. Now, girls ain't the only reason that I'm giving up the liquor. My doctor thinks the way I drinks is no good for my ticker. I drink until my head gets thick and just keeps getting thicker. Then I get sick and even sicker. That's why I'm giving up the liquor. Oh yeah. I'm quitting smoking, gambling too. I'm giving up all my vices. Smoky bars, fat cigars, racing cars, and rolling dices. Not one more dime gets spent of mine on smokes and soaring liquor prices. My marriage and my home life's in crisis, so I'm giving up all my vices. Oh yeah. Oh, and then it says here, except for lying. I played a lot of cafes. That's where I paid my dues. When I graduated to bars, I saw I had to choose. The owners explained the name of the game. They spelled out the P's and Q's. You better start writing songs, you little fart. That'll help us sell our booze. So raise your glasses, drink them down, and help me keep my job. Oh, okay. This was... Tie one on, but don't bust nothing. Be a happy, friendly mob. Tell the barmaid it's my singing made you want to keep on drinking. And remind the boss that that musician is one poor, thirsty slob. Oh, yeah. I'm just doing my job. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Maybe I'm not better than some bootlegger selling rye and beer, but have a heart, man, this is art. I'm playing music here, just doing my job, a working slob. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. All this whimpering and crying, everybody getting depressed, all this simpering and sighing, nothing more than selfishness. I ain't especially exempt. I've been guilty of it too, and I will never ever forget one night on the cliffs of Malibu. I went down in 1984, drove down there looking for a break, had me a sporty little two-door. A car or a coffin was my call to make. Sweet City shot down my star, went out one night and took a little ride. Ended up sitting in my car contemplating suicide. Left the motor running, left it in gear, playing around with my foot on the brake. High up on the cliff, the tide looked so near, a car or a coffin. And right there is the picture of life. Right there is the truest of true. Beat your own drum, blow your own fife. The only one that can kill you is you. Draw your own shades, lock your own door, write your own articles, view your own view, mount your own resistance to your own war. The only one that can kill you is you. Climb your own ladder, drive your own nail, brew your own brew, contract your own flu, put your own roots down, set your own sail. The only one that can kill you is you. Build your own coffin, drive your own car, your own Carmen Gia full of Tia Maria, blow your own harp, strum your own guitar. That's it, that's all. You get the idea. I put it in park, took my foot off the brake. I've been sitting there for an hour and a half. Took my hands off the wheel and started to shake. I finally stopped crying and I started to laugh. There were these people, a certain few, who'd be only too happy to hear that I fell, as opposed to all of the others I knew who for some reason or other loved me so well. I turned toward town, drove away from the sea with a lesson learned, and a hard one too, that the only one that can kill me is me. I learned it on the cliffs of Malibu. So let go the anchor and swim. Let go what's pulling you down. Don't let the bad guys win. Your job is to stick around. Be there for the finish. Be there for the end. Be there for your family. Be there for your friends. Be there for your lover. Be there all along. Be there for each other. Be there and be strong. I'll be there for you, child. Be there for me. It's all we can do, child, is simply to be. Be there for the finish. Be there for the end. Just be there. Be there. I'll be there, my friend. And when now and again you find yourself high on the cliffs of Malibu, just keep your foot down hard on the brake until the feeling passes. Thank you. Oh, one night, oh sin, oh one night, oh sin, oh one night, oh sin, oh when the saints have called a truce, oh when they let the devil loose, oh when you burned your last excuse, and sins become virtues. Oh, one night, oh sin, oh one night, oh sin, oh one night, oh sin, oh when the lights have all gone dim, oh when the saints come marching in, oh, when the festivities begin, oh, here comes your night. Oh, sin. Oh, when the devil's cape is on the ground, oh, and the saints are dancing all around you, and the demon pulls you down, 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 down. Let yourself drown. It's one night of sin, oh, one night of sin, oh, one night of sin. Oh, sin, oh, one night, oh, sin. Oh. There you go. Thanks, eh? Thank you. Where a man was standing, now no man stands. Still in all that man casts his shadow. We get used to it. We're used to this kind of thing. There's no easy explanation. Call it white noise. See the shadow of a man where no man now stands. There's no easy explanation. Still we take these things for granted. And the stuff that we call silence can send you running from the room with all your senses ringing like a mile-high iron bell. I used to dance with you, and now I go to that place, the place where we used to dance, and I dance with your shadow. We all do this kind of thing. It's as if we're all insane, but we're not. And there's no easy explanation. Daddy used to ask me, son, what am I gonna do with you? I'm afraid to turn my back, there's trouble every time I do. First it's one thing, then another. Lord, how you make me suffer, terrorizing your own mother, trying to blame it on your brothers. I don't know what growing up is going to lead you to. Drinking beer and digging ditches, hanging out with sons of bitches. Call my daddy, tell him he was right. Call my daddy, tell him he was right. Daddy used to tell me, son, one day you will be a man. All the things you can't do now, suddenly you'll find you can. I don't like to think about the places you'll be hanging out and people who without a doubt you'd get along just fine without. Son, I'm telling you this so you will understand. I'm telling you, it seems to me there's termites in our family tree. Call my daddy, tell him he was right. Call my daddy, tell him he was right. Daddy said, son, I hope you've heard the things I've said. You don't change your course, you got a future that I dread. Well, Dad, my drummer is an artist. His eyes are full of stardust. My crazy lead guitarist is something of a Marxist. My girl don't play an instrument, she dances instead. She can't chew gum and touch her nose, but she can roll a cigarette with her toes, Dad. In nylons. That's talent. Call my daddy, tell him he was right. Call my daddy, tell him he was right. I'm drinking beer and digging ditches, hanging out with sons of bitches. Call my daddy, tell him he was right. Call my daddy, tell him he was right. There you go. Hey, thank you. Thanks a lot. Okay, here's one of those songs that I write and then I just put it away and never play it. So maybe I'll try it. Now I called this one The Supermarket, and maybe the reason I never played it is because it's no good. So I ain't saying it's really a good song. I'm just curious. Oh, my woman is an artist, she's learning how to draw blood. Me, I'm taking up geology, I wanna make a better cup of mud. Seems like everyone we know is good at something, everyone but us, and we feel left out. But one of these days you're gonna find out what we're all about. My woman is an artist, she's learning how to draw blood. And I'm taking up geology, I wanna make a better cup of mud. Oh, all the stuff I used to make keep you up all night. Stuff I'm making now send you in the next week. But what I got in mind is gonna make you freak. My woman is an artist, she's learning how to draw blood. Me, I'm taking up geology, I wanna have a better cup of mud. Oh, well, we tried barbering, but we just couldn't cut it. Opened a detective agency next door to Lost and Found. We even tried rocket science, but we couldn't get it off the ground. My woman is an artist, she's learning how to draw blood. And I'm taking up geology, I wanna make a better cup of mud. Oh, well, we tried horticulture, we planted our cat just his head above the ground, then we turned on the water. Tried to grow a lion, guess we could have used a little more root starter. My woman is an artist, she's learning how to draw blood. And I'm taking up geology, I wanna make a better cup of mud. Well, she's a published poet, it was me that did the publishing. I'm an accomplished lover, it was her that I accomplished. And in a fit of inspiration once, we both turned Amish. But I couldn't give up the didgeridoo. My woman is an artist, she's learning how to draw blood. And I'm taking up geology, I wanna make a better cup of mud. Well, I think that I might go back to post-aeronautic trigonometry. Not that I was ever really any good, but at least then I had a reason for being so misunderstood. My woman is an artist, she's learning how to draw blood. And I'm taking up geology, I wanna make a better cup of mud. Or maybe I should resume my practice of levitation. I was just getting good when that earthquake hit, and I still get real nervous whenever I cross my legs to sit. My woman is an artist, she's learning how to draw blood. And I'm taking up geology, I wanna make a better cup of mud. Or maybe I should just go back to bronco busting. At least then a pain in the ass made sense. These mornings I wake up and I cannot explain my existence. My woman is an artist, she's learning how to draw blood. And I'm taking up geology, I wanna make a better cup of mud. It seems like everyone we know is good at something. Everyone we know has found their niche. It's like a catch-22, except there is no hitch. My woman is an artist, she's learning how to draw blood. And I'm taking up geology, I wanna make a better cup of mud. We've got the makings of a monument, if we could just find the mortar. We've got the makings of a bonfire, if we could only spark it. If you could package tenacity, we could open up a supermarket. My woman is an artist, she's learning how how to draw blood. And I'm taking up geology, I wanna make a better cup of mud. I'll tell you, one of these days we're gonna get somewhere. One of these days gonna finally succeed. One of these days gonna meet more than our needs. Yeah, one of these days we're gonna finally prosper. One of these days we're gonna land on our feet. One of these days gonna tap into something sweet. I have something to offer. One of these days, if we don't die trying. One of these days, hey, if I'm lying, I'm flying. One of these days, the party will be at our house. One of these days, we'll be your host and hostess. One of these days, you'll all be standing around and you'll toast us. She's learning how to draw blood. Yeah, my woman is an artist. She's learning how to draw blood. Draw blood. Draw blood. Draw blood.